Today we're going to talk about the MKS TFT28 version 3. This is a touchscreen LCD that you can run off your auxiliary 1 port on your MKS Gen L version 1. In a moment I'll explain a little bit about the touch panel, and then I'll show you how to hook it up and test it. This is the back side of the MKS TFT28. I want to point out some things to you. We have our SD card reader here. We have our thumb drive right here. Then we have a speaker port here. We also have a connection for Wi-Fi up here. Then we have our 12-volt power supply that we can use over here. We have a battery to keep track of time, I believe. Then we have an expansion slot over here. That's the XD expander interface. And then we have our TFT board interface pins here, which is what we're mostly concerned with. But I want to show a couple other things. The board can possibly run off 5 volts, but in a moment we're going to change it to 12 volts by doing the following. You're going to lift it up and turn it so it's like this. And then we have 2 more sets of pins. We have these 3 sets over here, which are used to tell if there's a power change. And then we have these 3 sets that can be used for a runout sensor for filament. So in a moment, I'm going to show you how to hook it up to the MKS Gen L board and show you how to test it. Okay, in order to connect it, we're going to use the notch connectors on this ribbon cable. They have 4 pin slots for female pins on either side. So on the first set, we're going to connect it to the board with the notch side over here. And on the other one, we're going to use the notch side again and connect it as follows. So the notch is over here. And in a moment, I'll show you how to test it. Okay, I've hooked up the power for the board. So this is live, so we don't want to touch it. This is going to be our X stepper, this is going to be our Y stepper, and this is going to be our fan, which is direct current for 12 volts. I have 12 volts connected over here that's powered by a power supply off the camera. So I'm going to turn it on and let you see it boot. Now keep in mind that you didn't have to make any modifications to the Marlin firmware to do this. It seems to work by default off auxiliary 1. So what we're going to try first is to move the steppers. So we're going to go over to move. Then we're going to click on 10 millimeters. Then we're going to move the X. Now we're going to move the Y. Now we're going to go back and try the fan out. So we're going to move it to 50% for the fan. Now we're going to do 100%. Now we're going to turn it off. So if you like my video, please press the like button and subscribe, and thank you for your time.